What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to Thursday Night Roski, the second longest running episodic program and live stream here on YouTube. You in here with the Bruce Wayne in this ish. The King of Kings, the King of Content, the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus, and you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGA, God Allah, and I be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you today, man. This is going to be a fantastic show. We're going to chill and kick it. We have the main event topic, how men are getting priced out of love, sex, dating, and romance. How men are the ones who let the ship sail. How did American men get here? We're going to take you through a time warp. We're going to take you through a time warp. Where's my story time? We're going to take you to a time in a land far away. How men got priced out of sex, love, dating, and romance. That'll be a fun topic. And we do have a married couple that says that her husband invited his best friend to clap his wife's cheeks, and she ended up pregnant. And they made an announcement at the pregnancy. Wait till you hear what that announcement is. But to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal is paypal.me. And it is / Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. We got a great time, man. We're going to have a great time. If you don't want to be here, nigga, leave. All right. Nigga just like, you covered this already. Okay, bye-bye. They just act like I begged them here. Don't watch. All right. Don't watch. All right. It's easy shit. It's easy shit. All right, they're just like, you covered this already. Is this our fault? I didn't cover anything. All right, here we go. All right, if I covered it again, just turn it off. Yo, to contribute to today's show. Did I get it? Did I get it? Fuck it. You know how to contribute to today's show. We got to wait. We got a day show. All right. We got today's show. All right, what are we doing here? Do we have any earlier contributors? We don't have any. Maybe not. It's too early because I didn't even do the full intro. I just jumped right into the fucking show. All right, fuck the full intro. All right, we just going. We going, nigga. It's live. We're going to do it live right now.
We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. All right, interesting times that we live in here. All right, let's see here. Who do you think I would get tired of first? All right, dumb women or dumb ninjas? All right, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Anyway, let's jump into it. We have Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, let's warm up. We need to get warmed up.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's get this thing right up in here. All right, we got it. Stand-up desk. I like the stand-up desk. Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Not my girl, Coach. Not my girls. We're going to fly the friendly skies right now. And it looks like a wife has taken a girls' trip. She's taking a girls' trip, and she might have had some fun out here. But she said, you know what? While I'm on the plane, might as well clean out my phone when I come back from the Goyles trip. Let's take you to that one. Take a look at this video right here. Somebody recorded. It says, before the plane lands, she is clearing that phone out. Oh, no, not your girl. And why is she in this woman's business, too? All right, look at all of that. Delete, scroll, delete. Oh, let me go down up in there. Let me clear that up. Okay, let me get this shit right here. She might as well just delete all them messages out here because it was a trying. All right, and this looked like an old soggy white woman, too. This looked like an old soggy white woman. This don't even look like a looker. But you know, she got it. She got that cock carousel service when she went. And there she is with her Stanley Cup, her little Bible book. Looks like she has a Bible in her book, in her bag right there. But somebody's jumping to conclusions here. We don't know if this white woman is out here. She's dressed like a Christian. All right. We don't know if she was out there doing the nasty without no interrupts in Cabo San Lucas. All right. She's like, yeah, I don't think my husband needs to see this. All right. I don't think my husband needs to see this at all. Yeah, let's clear that shit out. Not my girl. Yes, your girl. Yes, indeed. Yeah, don't know. Hubby doesn't need to see that. Hubby doesn't need to see this. Hubby will be mad if hubby see this. All right. Yes, hubby is going to see it. All right. And she coming back full of semen. Full of semen. All right. Unbelievable. All right. There you go right there. Not my girl, coach. All right. She's coming back. She's going to be happy. My vacation was so happy. All right. Let's go to Straggle Sniggle Theater. We have a skit. And it is a married couple. You know, there's that one phrase that if you put a quarter every time you have sex with your newlywed wife, the first 2 years of your marriage, if you put a quarter in every time you had intimacy, every time she ducked you were sick, you would have a full jar. And then after 2 years, you take a quarter out. Every time you were intimate, you'd never empty the jar. Well, they're taking that skit to the next level. There's your wife right there, a wife for this skit. And boy, oh boy, is she chesty. All right. That definitely is a Latina gordita. She definitely about to be a future gordita. And there's the husband right there. Ooh, wee. Yeah, she gonna grow into that ass right there. She about to grow into that. All right, but they put together a skit. And here's the skit. Here we go.
So I don't know how to feel right now. I'm in my boyfriend's closet, cleaning it up, making it look nice.
Boyfriend.
Nice. And then out of nowhere, I find this jar up here. Money for every time Talia gives me the slop. Christmas fund. Let's go confront him about this. Gustavo, what? You want to tell me what this is?
A jar?
Really? If I would have known you were doing this, I would have had way more jars.
Hold up, if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at yourself.
There's barely any money in here.
I barely got slopped up.
You're so mean. And really only 20s? You couldn't put 100s? Are you broke?
Is your job broke? I don't think you deserve hundreds. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm going to the couch. I need more money for my gifts. So I don't know how to feel right now. I'm in my boyfriend's closet, cleaning it up, making it look nice and organized. And then out of nowhere, I find this jar up here. Money for every time Talia gives me the slop.
All right, give me that slip slop, baby. Every time she gives me that slip slop. Not slip slop, she needs him to drop that neck.
It's barbecue in there.
All right, every time my girlfriend or my wifey gives me that. All right, and yeah, this is some normie humor skit shit. And oddly enough, all men pay. All men pay, because guess what? When she realized that there was money on the line, she wanted to give him that slop.
I got money.
Isn't that interesting? All right, all men pay. Especially the married guys. Now you got to pay your wife to give you a slop.
I got money.
Come on, man. We ain't paying the wifey for getting. All right, there it is. Gustavo over there.
Christmas fund. Let's go confront him about this.
Oh, let's go confront him about this. Yes. All right, every time I got the slop.
Gustavo, what? You want to tell me what this is?
Damn, Gustavo. And so look at Gustavo. He's got a nice car, muscles. All right. He's got muscles. He's got a nice home gym. And guess what? He still got to pay for slop.
I got money.
All right. He still got to pay for slop from his chunky wife. Man, I mean, and he going to be paying for slop from that chunky broad for a long time. All right. As you can see, the Lambo truck didn't help. He still has to pay. Oh, this is a disgrace. All right, he still has to pay. All right, Straggle Sniggle Theater, let's take you to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is back.
Oh, look at my African-American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
You know what I'm talking about?
All right, Donald Trump is here. Apparently, there's a news reporter. His name is, well, they don't mention his name, but Donald Trump mentioned his name. There's a news reporter, so some controversial stuff going on. I know you know Donald Trump is trying to, deport a lot of people that come from certain areas. Yeah, those. Well, apparently, this has been controversial, and a lot of people are trying to still claim he's a racist, but he's cleaning up areas, man. Remember, before his presidency, they were talking about people were eating dogs and cats for a long time.
Did you eat that cat?
All right, but he's cleaning up the bullshit. All right, just don't send this big booty Latinas back, sir. But what happened was there was an interview where he supposedly was trying to send back and deport a Mexican gang member from the gang MS-13. Well, the liberals are trying to have a poster child for everybody. So the liberals and the media, the media, we call them a media here, but the propaganda arm of the liberal party is trying to say, well, was he really a gang member? I know he had a tattoo of knuckles of a Mexican gang, but you don't know. That could have stood for something else. Donald Trump was not going for it. And so look at this recent weird exchange between Trump 4544 and the New York news media. Here we go.
Even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
Well, wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped.
That was Photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry.
The media. New world order. And Donald Trump's like, and I'm like Donald Trump talking to some dumbass audience members sometimes. I'm like, guys, really? I don't pay, coach. Really, guys, stop. Terry. And Terry's like, well, let's move on. It was Photoshop. He didn't get his talking points. All right, he dodging a bullet. He deflecting, redirecting. He using sign language. He using shame, blame, explain. He tap dancing. He shuffling. Terry, Donald Trump's like, come on, bruh. I thought I could talk some sense into your dumb ass. Obviously, you're on the George Soros take. New world order. The Sorge Goros. Always get it wrong. He's like,
do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshopped? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way.
No, I'm not an expert, though.
Not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No.
Yeah, no.
He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They
take a look at the
but they're
photograph.
there now, right?
No,
but
they're in your picture.
Terry,
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles. Okay?
Right, we'll take a look.
You do such a disservice.
We'll take a look at that,
Why don't you
sir.
just say, yes, he does, and, go on to something else?
It's contested. You think Vladimir Putin wants peace?
I think he does, yes. I think
Still.
he does. I think because of me, he's not going to do that.
Oh.
Do you trust him? Do you trust him?
I don't trust you. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't trust you. Look.
Exactly. Hey. New world order. Tell him. I don't trust you ninjas either. All right? Talk about, do I trust Putin? I don't even trust the nigga sitting across from me in my office that I let in here. Tell these ninjas.
Look at you. You come in all shooting for bear. You're so happy to do the interview. And then you start hitting me with fake questions. You start telling me that a guy whose hand is covered with a tattoo doesn't have the tattoo. All right. I mean, you're being dishonest.
No, I'm not.
Let me
I
just
am
tell
not.
you, we had a president that was grossly incompetent. You knew it, I knew it, and everybody knew it, but you guys didn't want to write it because you're fake news.
All right. Thank you.
And by the way, ABC is one of the worst. I have to be honest with you.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Just.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, my goodness. Right? Take it easy on the ABC News. Or as we call it, ABC Snooze and Fox Snooze and all of these other snooze organizations that are a part of the new I don't trust you either, goofy ass niggas in here, man. This is crazy. All right, anyway. We got these guys right here. We have listen, by the way, this stream will not be heavily attended. All right, just to let you know. There are, just from the title alone, men are not touching this stream. They're like, oh, hell no. All right. We normally have 1,000 people in by the 16 to 20 minute mark. This just goes to show you what I'm going to talk about here, man. Men ain't touching this with a 10-foot pole. All right. So it's a matter of fact, just to show you this here. Actually, we'll look at this in a minute. We'll look at this in a minute. All right, but oh yeah, ain't nobody even on live. Jesus Christ! All right, yep. Ain't nobody even on live right now, and niggas is like, oh hell no, coach try to read us the riot act. Fuck that. He gonna try to make us better. All right, we got Straggle Sniggle Theater. We got this guy right here who's a pastor in Nigeria. And apparently he has something to blame, and he wants something to happen to the Nigerian women's pussies. Yes. All right. He has a issue with how the Nigerian women have been using their pussies. All right, here we go.
Pussy! Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish. Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yeah, sir, is this a proper place to talk about this? I mean, aren't you a member of the Lord? What is going? Is this a proper thing to do here? Are you?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
What are you thinking about? You're not supposed to be talking about. I'm supposed to be talking.
Did you eat that cat?
It's supposed to be a family show when you go to church. But I love this. Hell, Fire, and Brimstone. He doesn't want to pay for pussy anymore. He said the young girls, bring the young girls. What about the older girls? I don't know. It's just the younger girls. I mean, guys. He definitely don't want to pay no more for the young girls. He's like, these young girls are charging me. All right. And he also says,
may your pussy perish with you.
Oh, my goodness. This sounds like some of these bitch ass ninjas out here. This sounds like the midgets. All right. But they out here, you're going to burn in hell with your pussy on the OnlyFans. And you think it's going to stop them? American women don't believe in hell anymore, or whether that's going to be true or not. I have no idea. I mean, I don't believe in it at all. All right. But apparently these hoes said only God can judge me. Even the OnlyFans girl said she go to church every day on Sunday and twice on Sunday. But now here's the interesting part right here. Here's the interesting part. He said,
may your smooth pussy, creamier pussy.
Oh, my creamier pussy, smooth pussy. What is going on here? This sounds personal.
And tight pussy.
Tight pussy.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Now, this gets interesting, sir. That was a little too descriptive.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, what is going on, man? Goodness gracious. All right, that's a little too descriptive right now, man.
Do you have the stomach?
All right, at all.
But I know you too, man. I've known you for a long time, and I know that you like hoes.
I know that too, sir.
Well, now, wait a minute.
There's no doubt in my mind that he likes hoes, all right? And so, did you say smooth, creamy, and tight? That sounds like a night at CGA's house, all right? And a nice soft white underbelly. and a white booty. Booty. Sir, you're on. We need to get you on the line with God.
Starving.
We need to get you on the line with God. Smooth, creamy, and tight in the church pulpit. This is blasphemy right now. This is blasphemy, sir. We're not supposed to be talking about this in the Lord's house at all. All right. And he is out there. He started getting distracted. Yeah. Somebody said his ex is pregnant. Right. One of the girls in church got pregnant on his ass. Yes.
Perish!
Yeah, that's what happened. Give him the Undertaker bell, sir. That's one of his side chicks got pregnant, and it was probably a young girl, and it was smooth, creamy, and tight. I love me a creamy pussy. That's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Okay, man. This is how these incels sign on the internet, all right? They sound like that on the internet. They be going crazy. They be like, this is crazy. There used to be a group called the True Forced Loneliness. Who remembers this group of people? And there's always a group of people that are very passionate about their philosophy around women. And True Forced Loneliness were people who, just by definition, it's people who said they were wanting to socially isolate themselves, where an individual is physically separated from others, and this separation is not voluntary or desired. And it basically was the earlier, what people would call the incel group. And True Force, this is how far I've been into this space and see this space evolve and take its current form of majority of people. You know, it's now entertainment. It's not has anything to do with philosophies and trying to self-improvement. But True Force Loneliness was one of these things that men would do and say they were forced into a lonely state of, you know, not having relationships and not having what they would call that burning desire. And thus there's a reason for this. And they would try to find reasons for it. Much of it, these ideas we still share today in the red pill, if you will. But some men have figured out how to get around that. Some men have not. Some men have figured out how to get around it, and some men have not. So we have seen this growth and development of this space to try to find, you know, some men still are there. Some men still are there. So now we've evolved this space quite a bit, and it changes, ever changing. So we then have to, you know, reestablish what we call the guidelines. You know what I mean? We got guidelines, and you try to guide people to a certain position and give men advice, and men don't have anywhere to turn to. And that has led to where we are today, because the focus and emphasis have been on the women economically, you know, the she economy, and women spend the majority of money and men tend to not to. Men can live with not a lot of furniture, and they don't need a big house, and they don't need these things if they don't have a family or a wife. And what'll happen is, over time, I've seen this space. I started listening really intently around 2015. And that was the time where, you know, my 28-year-old lawyer girl sent me finding advice, just like you guys find me, because you're looking for men to give you advice. And thus, we have this space. But 2015 was a very pivotal time. The space really got going around 2010 to 2012. So by 2015, it was still young in its infancy. So I've seen this space kind of evolve quite a bit. And I've also seen people become stagnant. They become stagnant in their development as an individual, fighting off just about anybody that forced them to better themselves. All right. Well, why don't you get better? You know what I mean? Why don't you become a better person? And why don't you work on the deficiencies you have? If you have a recessed chin, grow a beard. You know, like, you know, your chin gets, you know, you have a recessed chin, grow a beard if you can. Some people have said, wait till you get older. It's later greater. You know, people have tried to give men advice related to this. Maybe possibly get your bag up or, you know, maintain a sense of just keeping yourself away from women in total. Go your own way. Go into monk mode. And some men don't want to take that type of advice. They're still looking for solutions and secrets around it. And it is just creates a good conversation for me to keep reiterating, because I can offer great advice. I've been where you were. And then I also look back and say, well, I've seen where people have gone. I've seen people still here 10 years later and they didn't make a move. And I'm like, it's hard to feel sorry for you at that point, because you've had many men in this space come and go, giving you advice, sharing stories, trying to put you on a path. Some people's advices you did not want. Some people's advices were ridiculous. Some people's advice came from a moral standard or a religious position. Some people's advice came from bias. All right. There were a lot of people were just offering advice. And it's like, wow. Like, you know, what do you do at this particular point? And that's somebody saying some people are lost causes, meaning that they were meant to be priced out. Evolutionary, meant to be priced out. Briefolk's law, meant to be priced out. And so then what happens is people look for popular content creators. You know, for me, I'm somewhat of a popular content creator numerically. I'm in the top less 10% of YouTube channels, top 25% of Twitch. You know, I'm out here doing my thing. Decent Instagram audience. And people want their hand held, and people want you to walk their walk. Okay, Coach, I ain't yet ready yet to walk myself. So take your time, Coach. All right, forget your growth and development. You keep coming out here sacrificing and risking, getting your head chopped off by these platforms. I'm not yet ready to support you, Coach. But just be patient with me as I grow. Don't put pressure on me. Everybody putting pressure on me, but Coach, you won't put pressure on me. You'll walk the law, and then you'll see me grow and become a different man and evolve and adapt. And then you're like, but Coach, man, I was just trying to. I wanted you, but you was here since 2017. You know, we gave you courage. We gave you support. We gave you content. We gave you books, videos, courses, and even when you start, you know, offering opportunities for them to buy, they don't want to buy. They will come up with excuses not to buy. And you just go, wow. And then we here to the point where it just got priced out. You got priced out of life. You got priced out of love, romance, and dating. Because you sat back idly by, assuming that you still had some sort of moral authority or at least physical superiority to stop what you were doing, to stop this movement. And what ends up happening is everybody around you adapted. Even the simps, the nerds, the cucks, they adapted. The feminists, they adapted. All right. Everybody else around adapted, but you still had a group of men saying, well, we'll just wait till World War III. We'll wait till the electricity goes out. We'll wait till they hit the wall. We'll wait. We'll show you. Even the pastor, we'll wait till you go to hell and your smooth, creamy, and tight pussy will burn in hell. Right. So this is what people use. So they come into my particular stream now. Maybe they're new and they're like, wait a minute, this guy's out here. He's putting pussy at number one. Right? He has these men trying to just take a shortcut to the JUCO. Now, I've been starting doing JUCO content on this channel as early as 2021. That was after doing since 2017 content related to self-improvement, give you an ideas, trying to find yourself, improving yourself. And the JUCO content didn't really take over until about 2023, 2024. Then it became to the point where Urban Dictionary, people have put in the Urban Dictionary the reference of junior college. Okay? By 2023. And even Kevin Samuels, the great Kevin Samuels, would refer to the JUCO as well. All right. And I think he died in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So by this point, Urban Dictionary, and people have put in a great entry in Urban Dictionary referencing Coach Greg Adams and all of my other channels, talking about what JUCO is, or junior college. You see that right there? So what men do is then they come in and they hear that, and it's a point of disruption. It's a point of disruption because now they hear, okay, now CGA is going to price us out. So we're going to somehow grab CGA back into not promoting this as a place for men to go once you get your level up. Okay? Once you rise up, it's a place for you to go. But they want to keep us back into, well, talk about self-improvement. Well, you should be talking about self-improvement. Well, I did, right? You see that book, it's been right there. You're going to see a link. The link is right there in the middle of the screen. The Free Agent Lifestyle. It's the guiding principle of this one. And it basically goes through how you can get to the position where you are then having leverage and options, and you can look at dating and romance from a more pragmatic position as opposed to, like the True Force Loneliness, a place of need where this is going to complete you. Where when we say, well, listen, the best strategy you can do is, number one, you can start practicing a monk mode, or in the Christian church, they might call it an abstinence. All right, you're abstinent. You're clearing out the cobwebs. And it's one of the best strategies that we encourage men to do and try to do at least for a short amount of time. Abstinence, monk mode, not dating, not broke dating, not even low hanging fruit, not picking up average sex. All right. We are telling you this right at the beginning of the Free Agent Lifestyle, because when you do this, it is actually setting you back. It's not pushing you forward. It sets you backwards. You're on a backwards path to get to a place of nowhere, because the people that you're engaging with and even getting into relationships with are low-hanging fruit. They're not going to improve you. So we are constantly trying to get men to understand that. But, of course, they don't want to hear it, because there's the book right there on the right-hand corner of your screen. People act like that's not right there. Okay? That's not right there. And then so now they see me. Oh, JUCO, I'm out here doing this. I'm traveling. I'm living the life. I'm dating. Or you call it dating. Somebody even said in the last night's stream comment section, I didn't think Coach would be dating. Well, I'm not dating. Again, you got to put two and two together. I'm not dating for relationships. If I'm not looking for a relationship when I'm dating, that's not dating. Dating is specifically something that you would do to look for a relationship. I call it mating. And I said that in 2022 on the PBD podcast, or what was it, the Sodscast. All right, say I don't date, I mate. All right, so if I take a girl out, it's not for the purpose of dating or for a relationship, and it's on there inherently, I mate. Okay, and so they're trying to find a place for to disqualify the entire message. So they're like, oh, now he's mating, and now he's just spreading his seed around, and now he's just hooking up, and now he's prioritizing pussy, and now he's paying for pussy. But it's just another level. That's the level I'm at today. Well, a few levels back, I was at the Free Agent Lifestyle, which I'm still at, but it got introduced by Stop Broke Dating. So you got to follow the steps. It is a step. It is not just start here. Okay, I see where CGA is in 2025. I'll jump to where he is. Can't do it. Can't do it. You have to start from the beginning. Abstinence, monk mode, not broke dating. You have to do that for a period of time to where you can get to it. Now, we all the way over here on Boss Up, which is step 7, 8, all right? We way ahead of you. And the people that have practiced it and then implemented and practiced it, they're somewhere around the same level I am, or at least some of them are ahead of me. There's some men that are ahead of me. They way ahead of y'all. But then what guys will do is, I want to go from 1 to 7, okay? Without going monk. Without practicing the Free Agent Lifestyle, without abstaining for broke dating, without going to the paces of self-improvement, without first learning how to take care of yourself, then, because that's how, the art of self-care, then treating yourself, then understanding women, not loving women, understanding them. You don't even understand women. You want to jump to number 7. Then understanding that all men pay. So pick how you're going to pay if you re-engage in the dating marketplace, which in the Free Agent Lifestyle, you're able to do. again, people don't read the book. They assume a free agent lifestyle is not engaging with women. And I heard a guy once say, his name is Hold the Truth Hostage. He once said, the free agent lifestyle is not a segregation movement. It is not a segregation philosophy. Now, in this space, there's a lot of segregation philosophies. Incels, true force loneliness, MGTOW, some black pill. There's some segments of the red pill that of this space of the manosphere that completely segregates you from women. The intention is not to get with women at all. Don't marry. Move to a cabin in the woods. Move to a cabin in Wyoming. Go away. That's a segregation philosophy. The free agent lifestyle is not that. But you wouldn't know it unless you read the book, because several times I say the purpose of this is to clear the cobwebs and prove yourself to a position where you can elevate above the results you were getting before, whether it was marriage, divorce, breakup, dating women that you're not pleased by, improving your position, getting your finance. So what you'll do is you'll elevate above and you'll look at relationships pragmatically. And then if you wish to re-engage into relationships, which you have the option in the free agent lifestyle to do so, you can go back into long-term. Hell, you can even go back to marriages. It says it in the book. It doesn't say, it says don't get married, but it says don't get married when you're down low, when you're on step number 1. Don't get married because you're true false loneliness and a woman sucks your dick for the first time and swallows your kid. Don't go get married. It says once you get to that point, you can reevaluate relationships and marriages. And then what you'll probably find, and I don't want to give you, you can read the book, you'll probably find that the relationship you would have took when you were at level 1 and level 0, you wouldn't take today. You wouldn't take that. You wouldn't take that. You're like, damn, I would have. Matter of fact, by the time you get through getting to step level 0 to level 10, you're going to look at the woman that you would have married and threw your life away for, and you will be like, what the fuck did I marry her? You would look at her 5-10 years down the line and you would say, I would have never married her today. I would have never married her today. People don't understand that. So now we have the JUCO, and that's what I push today because that's where I'm at. I'm not on level 0. I'm not broke dating. I'm not out here dating fat slump busters as primary women. I'm not out here trying to cold approach. I'm not out here trying to chase low quality women to validate myself. My validation comes from the work. And as a result, women are a result of the work that you put in. Women are a result of the work you put in life. Some men have an advantage genetically that they can skip steps. They can skip to the front of the line. I always tell men, are you him? There's a lot of broke guys out here getting a lot of, are you him? Because if you're not him, what are you worried about? Why are you worrying about that? Well, tall guys get to, okay, are you tall? Are you tall? You're not. You're 5'7". So let's start from there. You're not tall. But the men with the muscles, they get to, do you have muscles? Do you have muscles? If you don't got no goddamn muscles, start getting some muscles. You ain't him. So we then give you options around, okay, who are you? Well, the average man is 5'9". Okay, well, let's start there, nigga. Because you're not a lost cause because you're 5'7", 5'9". Right? You're not a lost cause. Those are called deficiencies. Now, if you have multiple deficiencies, you have major problems. So you got deficiency after deficiency after. By the way, I put this in a course and didn't want to buy it. Okay. You're just going to take notes. You're just going to take notes until you fucking figure this out. Well, it's going to take you 10 years as opposed to, in a course, 60 days. But that's neither here nor there. Because you don't want to invest in yourself. You don't want to follow the steps. Then you skip steps and you get your hand slapped around here. One thing I told you is do not look at my life today and want to get to my life yesterday. You need to take years to get here. And it took major years and roadblocks and sacrifices. You don't got that shit. It's going to take you a long time. It's going to take you a long time. So what then? What do you do then? After you get to that journey, self-improvement, then you get to that journey where you can look at relationships from the inside. All right, from the outside in, look at them pragmatically, where you're not dependent on them. Getting to a financial position, learning to treat yourself, taking yourself out to dates, learning the lay of the land, getting 5 watering holes. What are 5 watering holes? This is not in the book. 5 watering holes refers to, these are 5 places that you can always take any woman you're trying to get with, whether it's a JUCO, whether it's a proper date, whether it's a woman that you're trying to date for marriage and romance, or a woman you're trying to skis. These 5 watering holes will prevent you from having to waste energy and time to find meeting places and locations. Once you're doing that, then you can have quick locations where people can meet. Where do you want me to meet? One of my 5 watering holes. Here's the address. Here's the lay of the land. When you already know what to do. You already know where you're walking into. You already know the menu. You already know what's on the menu. The bartender knows you. The waitresses know you. The hostesses know you. You're famous. You're that motherfucker in Cheers. You go in and date that way. The women are going to be like, oh, they know you. You came here before. Wow. People seem to know you. Who are you? 5 watering holes. It removes that decision fatigue. Oh, where should I take her? Oh, what should I do? What should I do to impress her? You have levels to that. You have a low budget place, a medium budget place, a high budget place, and everything in between. So that then when you're dating a quality of woman, okay, she low budget. Take her to the low budget place. She medium budget. Take her to the medium. She high budget. Take her to the high shit. You got cars where you can pick them up. Okay, I got an Apex Predator. Let me take this car. I got a regular bitch. Let me take the truck. You see what I mean? These are the things that you're doing because you now have the leverage. And now you're not panicking. You're not waiting for the menu to see what's on there. You can just... Those 5 watering holes should be 15 minutes from your house. No more than 15 minutes. Preferably 10. Why? Because the date goes good. You can take her to follow you right back to your crib. Now you prevented giving her the address, details, locations, her doing recon. Oh, yeah, I just happen to be right by my house. Why don't you follow me? Okay? But there's levels to this shit. But guess what? People want to fight when I'm telling them, and I'm giving them the goddamn cheat code. I'm giving them the cheat code beyond any game dating coach they could ever listen to. Why? Most game and dating coaches are not in the field today. I'm one of the only ones in the field at this age with this advantage. And all the advantages can end overnight. But dude, you're just over here fighting me left and right, tricking and simping and crashing out. You're getting priced out because you're not doing the work. You're not doing what it takes for you to get there. You want to skip steps. And men in this space have skipped step after step after step after step. And we're going to go through it in a bit. But let me get to some possible contributors to today's show. Oh, that's treating her too much. Y'all don't want to do aftercare, give your wife $100. And I'm like, price these niggas out. It's time for these niggas to go, and no passing on your seed. No more. Shout out to our brother. Damn, we got some brothers kicking in at the end of the show. Shout out to our brother Manny. Manny Heck says, what's up, coach? The Free Agent Lifestyle book should be here by Saturday. Money Mindset next week. Coach, what's the difference between the Free Agent Lifestyle book and the De-Evolution book? Free agent lifestyle for life. Thank you. The free agent lifestyle book is for men who are looking to take their life to the next level. The de-evolution book is a book explaining where things are going to go in dating and interpersonal relationships. So you might not be interested in that. You're like, I just want to improve my life and get to where I need to get to from the basic steps. I want to get to level 0 to level 2, level 0 to level 3. That's the free agent lifestyle book. The de-evolution book is talking about feminism, culture, economics, history of why things happen, because people are curious. Why did we get here? That book explains that. And then it goes forward in the third part 3, telling you where we're going to go, because we have all of these things. We have the student loan. We have women in debt. We have women that are not able to support themselves. We have women doing JUCO activity as part-time side gigs. It's basically telling you, and of course that book was written in 2019. It was a prophecy. All right, it was what you see when you read that book in 2025. You're like, we're already here. All right, we're already here. All right, but that book said in 20 years we'll be there. This is what life in dating and romance will look like in 20 years. 5 years later, we were here. Yep, the debt demons. All right, we got debt demons. I said, dude, by the time Generation Z become in their 30s or 40s, we're going to have a clusterfuck in dating. We're already here. Gen Z ain't even hit 30 yet. So, you know, that's the difference. So I appreciate you asking that question, because some people want to know the difference. If you're not interested in that, feminism and like how we got there, talking about, you know, the scoreboard of feminism, the 1970s pivotal time of things changing legally for marriage and divorce that got us in the trouble we're in now. If you're not interested in that, you're not interested. That's totally fine. Shout out to Corey, says, what's up, coach? Here's to a great show. Here's to a great show. Shout out to you. Thank you, sir. A matter of fact, says, coach, you are culture, bro. Steve Kim just mentioned your name on the Jason Whitlock show. They were talking about Bill Belichick and how he might need to watch you. He says, you are it, brother. Just keep doing what the fuck you doing. Mitches, let them hate and let them hate. He says, you are on your way, my guy. Appreciate you, sir. And shout out to Steve Kim. I know he's a loyal follower, Coach Gang. He appears on the Jason Whitlock show. And he shouted me out several times. And I never hear his shout out. For some reason, I never hear it. And but I appreciate Steve Kim for shouting me out on the Jason Whitlock channel. I do watch his channel, and I do watch Steve Kim as well. All right, shout out to y'all. And if y'all want to go find the video and represent Coach Gang when you have time, please do. Mr. Jackson says, look how Trump sits. He dominates every time. Such a boss. All right, listen, man, we have a time.
Better boss up, nigga.
We have a time where men don't understand body language. They don't understand boss stance. You know, there are some men still like this, and people give them so much hate. But they don't realize how, you know, I'm a historian. I'm a drunk historian. All right, I like to look at history from my own perspective and get drunk and tell stories about it. And it's not going to be historically active because I used to be a history major. And one thing about history and politics, you'll find that no matter what position you tell the story from history or his story, somebody's going to think you're wrong. Even historians. Historians debate and argue about events all the time. And one thing that'll be prevalent is if you tell a story about history, some dumbass is going to say, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I'm telling you from my perspective, because even historians disagree on the same goddamn event. Right? Even if you had a situation like, let's talk about the assassination of President Lincoln. You guys realize that there were over 1,000 people in that room with a different story of the same event? Take any event, go outside, witness something. Depending on where you're standing, you have a different interpretation of said event. So never think that somebody's wrong or completely wrong when they're telling a historical. What'll happen is you're leaving out a detail here and there, or you're not telling it from their perspective, so they say you're wrong. But no, You're not wrong. I'm just telling it from my perspective. Okay? You could go to the grocery store and see somebody commit a robbery. All right, what did he have on? Niggas will tell you 18 different goddamn stories, right? So never say a person's wrong about history. You just say you have a different interpretation. Here's mine. Here's mine. All right, so I like history. And with that being said, a lot of people don't understand that history definitely had a very masculine edge up until right about probably the 60s or 70s. Then it went downhill and we had a lot of tap dancing ass fairies. Men became less masculine over time. By the time you get into the 80s, we got a lot of niggas wearing penny loafers instead of combat boots. The prevalence of the white class worker, not white Caucasian, but the white class worker overriding the blue class worker, started to happen right there in the 80s and such. So that then even when you get into the tech age, the revenge of the nerds, you have less masculine men. But if you go back to World War II, World War I, and even things before that, nigga, you could not tap dance and be no fairy motherfucker around here. You had to be masculine. You had to be masculine. And so masculinity has eroded significantly over time because the people that have the power aren't necessarily the masculine men. It's the people that have the ability to control culture and media, control music and entertainment, which are typically going to be gay people. And then you also have the people that can be able to establish themselves as dominant in tech, social media, and shit like that. So these men have the goddamn voice now, when in the past they had no voice. So Donald Trump comes from an era of men that probably more likely exhibited this type of barbarian mindset, masculine and dominance and hard handshake and aggressive and looking men in the eye, where today we don't have that. Looking men in the eye means nothing. Your word is not your bond. You know, standing dominant is like what he's trying to stand dominant. All right, you can take a man down by just deleting his profile or deleting his comment instead of confronting the man face to face. You could be a keyboard warrior and not say it with your chest. You could be over here fat and then you saying that you're something else. You can catfish a person and say how good you are with women and you ain't got no goddamn receipts. This is what men have become. And this is why you're priced out of dating, love, and romance. Because women are looking for masculine men, even though they tell you they're not, that masculinity is toxic. They're still looking for masculine, dominant men. And there's not that many of them. There's no man that give you a handshake. Men want to goddamn sell you shit, but don't want to meet you in person. They want to stay way over there on the goddamn computer. They want to fire off an email and shit like this and say, I can do the work for you on goddamn remote. Instead of, man, let me get behind you and let's pump this shit out. Let's go. People don't want to work. Niggas want to sit back and do the goddamn work easier because you have the ability, technology to do it. But nigga, you still ain't getting no business. You need to leave the house, put some goddamn boots to the goddamn concrete, knock on doors, lift up rocks, glad hand, politic, meetings. There used to be a time, even with technology, even today, business don't get done unless you get on the plane and get in front of that motherfucker. Huh? You understand? Even today, money don't move unless you get on a plane and we meeting at the airport. Business don't get done unless you get on a plane and meet me in this meeting room. But motherfuckers want to sit on the other side. I sent you an email. Fuck you. You see what I mean? Like, yo, you think I'm going to just send you money? You send me an email? This is what men have become. Well, it's just more easy and convenient. And I want to do it this way because it's just, I can sit here and eat fucking Doritos all day and fire off emails. Did you get my text message? Fuck you, nigga. You need to knock on my door, nigga. You need to set up a meeting. You need to get on a plane. And this is why we have the erosion of masculinity, because people want to do shit easy and they don't want to get in front of people. They want to talk greasy online, but don't want to show their face. And they wonder why these niggas cannot compete in the sexual marketplace anymore. If you choose to not compete in the sexual marketplace, well, take your ass on. We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. Sit over there. You're not a part of this conversation. You have chose to not compete in a sexual marketplace. Sit the fuck down. I don't care. We're talking about the people that are in the sexual marketplace now. So if you want to just leave the free agent lifestyle and leave the conversation, bye-bye, ski. We're talking about what's happening to men. Men are pussies right now. You know what? And they're tight ones and creamy ones and smooth ones. And it's time for y'all to get y'all comeuppance, because you're still here and you didn't realize what happened to you. You got priced out of life in the marketplace. That's what happened to you. Now, I don't care if you're like, well, I ain't going to participate. Well, go sit over there. There's the kid table right there. Sit at the kid table, right, Doc Notes? Go sit at the kid table then. We're having a grown man discussion. This is not for kids. You got priced out and you guys thought for some reason you still were going to have a masculine advantage that was prevalent in 1940, 1950, somewhat of 1960. Other than that, you don't have it anymore, and it's clear. You got priced out by the revenge of the nerds in the 2000s. You lost it. You lost your masculine edge, you motherfucking hush puppy, soft shoe, crumb cake ass niggas running around here firing off emails for a living. You guys lost it too. So go sit over there. Do you want me to cut up your steak, nigga? I'll cut up your steak too. See, you niggas don't have no class or nothing because you fought against these things. You fought against men wearing nice clothes. You fought against men wearing nice watches. You fought against men learning class and etiquette. You fought against men exhibiting and exercising their masculinity. You fought against this shit to become the piece of shit cowards that you are today as men. That's what you fought against. And now you've been priced the fuck out. So now what you'll want to do is, well, since I didn't make a move, since I didn't improve myself, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make other men live by my definition of a fucking loser. All right, I'm a loser, and then I'm going to come out here and tell and encourage other men to be losers. I'm going to encourage other men to be losers. And not only that, what I see is men are completely distracted. They can't stay on message. They are completely distracted. You guys want drama. You're like the modern day bitches. Men are like the modern day bitches. So not only are you not improving yourself, you want drama between red pill content creators. All right, debate him. Oh, he dissing him. He sneak dissing him. Who cares about that? You know who cares about this? Low frequency niggas. No frequency males care about other men arguing with each other on the internet. And I refuse to give it to you. Oh, there's beef. There's drama. He don't like him. I don't like him. He don't like him. You know who leads you in these things? The content creators themselves. Men are distracted. You become nothing but soft midsection, recessed chin, hairy back individuals that have accomplished nothing in their lives, but you want smooth, creamy, and tight pussy as a reward. And you've demonstrated no value at all. Then you jump on the internet and say women have no value. And you live off of $3,500 a month. No shaming you if you're trying to climb out of that. You live off $3,500 a month, and you want to jump on here every day to make yourself feel good with your no accomplishment ass, telling me that women have no value. Women are worthless. You guys are pathetic. They only have sex to offer. Well, you have absolutely nothing to offer. As a man speaking to another male, you have nothing to offer. I mean, you have zero to offer. You don't even have soft, creamy type pussy to offer. That's how bad your life is. That's how shitty your life is. You don't even have that to offer. Shout out to Rosie Poppy over here, coach. What I don't understand is these dudes complain about not getting soft. We're going to call it soft, creamy, and tight. But we give them an easy way to get it, and they complain about the easy way. He said this crazy. You just go ahead and pay this chick off, and then you move on to other things. He says no gain. He says no time spent, no worrying about feelings. Guys will refuse to do it. They're like, I don't want to do it that way. Well, really, I don't know what else to tell you because I gave you about just about every possible way you could become successful in a marketplace. And you guys, I don't want to do it that way. You're a thumb-sucking, no goal-oriented, having ass, no stealth starting ass, ugly ass individual. We're not even calling you a male. Man, you're a male. And the males have too much voice. They have too much voice with no goddamn ambition. And soon as they get a prime piece of ass in front of them, they're going to bust a nut in 17 seconds, okay? By the way, we into the main event, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know this is how the show's going. Soon as you get a nice, I'm not talking about these slump busters and booker wolves. Most of y'all won't even be able to get your little peni up until full erection. You'll be intimidated by her soft, smoothie ass skin. Get a real woman in front of your ass. A bitch that you've been seeing on Instagram or on the magazine, and you've been fucking fat bitches all your life. Guess what's going to happen? You will bust a nut in 17 seconds. You might not even get your little peen up to full salute. That's how pathetic you niggas are, okay? You won't even be able to pull her hair back and spit down the back of her throat like the good whore she is. You take your little 2-inch motherfucking private eye out, and you won't even be able to blow this bitch back up. Y'all didn't just get in a room full of fine bitches that be like, come on, daddy. Go ahead. We having an orgy today. All right. And you wouldn't even know what to do. It usually works when I'm watching porn, but now you guys are live in the flesh. I can't even get the goddamn thing up. You have. That's how sad you niggas are. That's how sad y'all are. And you know this because you ain't never been in the room with fine calico. Young, prime, fine piece of calico. Bust a nut in 17 seconds. That's why you don't want to pay, because you're looking at $500 and divided by 17 seconds. That's a L. All right, but I'm going to get a full 30, 45 minutes stretching her ass out. Her mouth, her esophagus, and her goddamn backside. Hole number 1 and 2. So, yeah, it's an easy drop in the bucket for me. All right, but you can't see why 17 seconds will be worth $500. Yeah, you need to get your goddamn practice up. That's what you need to do. Stop watching prawn and get to touching these bitches' hips, because they attainable. You can get one right in front of you. Put your hands on these goddamn women hips. That's what they here for. They here to get poked and penetrated. What you think they here for? To get education and work? Right here. What you think they here for? For you to listen to them talk? They got a soft, creamy type punani, and they need it poked on. Right. All right. I got some super chats here. We getting into it, but we in the business already. We in the business. But these men are pathetic human beings out here want me to cape for they booger picking ass. Hell no. Shout out to our brother here. It is Ronald Isley. It's not Ronald Isley. They want me to live their miserable life like I ain't coming out here to be a champion and shit. Like you didn't see me win the goddamn championship. You saw me win the championship, my nigga. Okay. Oh, man, this could be an interesting story, Ronald, for tomorrow. I'm going to save this tomorrow, okay? This could be a main event for tomorrow, sir. Thank you for that. I'm saving that one because these content creators going to get on that one. Shout out to our brother No Government Name says, we need more messages like this. CGA don't miss. He says, I've used CGA for life consulting, and he literally doesn't miss. I wish you do more shows like this. Men need more shows like this, right? Men, because these content creators wiping your ass. They out here wiping the losers' asses. And the men, this dude's ready to win. You know what? I'm ready to win. I want to win, bruh. And they don't got enough content that want men to win. All right? They got these Graham Stephan ass niggas running around here and these, soft shoeing ass, weak sauce men. Nobody's teaching men, man, be strong, man. Value who you are. Because many of these content creators that are not in the red pill space that are giving you advice, financial advice, they softer than a goddamn crumb cake, okay? Softy. They're always going to have a deficiency. They always have a deficiency in a weakness for women, in a weakness where their masculinity turns into a goddamn soft serve ice cream cone, all right? So what'll happen is, they will talk tough. They will talk about investment, talk about money. Then when a woman, a relationship, or love or sex come up, them niggas wither in the goddamn sun. They turn into bitches and simps. They turn into weak sauce. So all these guys that y'all listen to, y'all be like, he got advice over there. You don't have to pay CGA for that. He got it over there. And then tell this nigga to do what CGA do, because I can do exactly what he does with little to no education, because I have a pulse. I know how to do shit and how to make shit move. And I have people that are in my group that can do the same thing, that support the coach gang and the money mindset. But soon as them motherfuckers start talking about relationships, you see the bitch in them. You see the bitch in them. Then it's all of a sudden they turn into a bitch. Yep, testosterone levels drop. The motherfuckers turn soft serve all of a sudden. Then they turn sassy, and then they start switching and shit. I'm like, what happened to this nigga? He was talking tough about X, Y, and Z. Now all of a sudden when it comes to love and relationship, crumb cakes, cupcakes. Like, what happened, bruh? And these are mainstream YouTubers. Can't even accomplish and figure that shit out. Weak sauce. Tell me I ain't lying. You see this shit all the time. They great until it's time to talk about sex and women. Then they start, I don't see why a man could be with a 19-year-old woman. As if strip clubs have never been in business employing 18 to 21-year-old women. And as if they were never at a strip club. They were never at a belly dancer. They never seen a belly dancer. They never seen a cheerleading team. They never seen girls go up in college cheerleading. They never seen niggas fiend over women's athletes that were in college. They what the fuck? Like, this is what I'm talking about. They turn switch. They turn bitch. As soon as they put an attractive woman on the screen, you want to tell me she a 7. Then they put a ugly average woman on the screen. You want to tell me, well, she my type, she a 10. Like, this is why y'all getting priced out of the marketplace. This is why y'all getting priced out of the marketplace. You're not real with yourself. You're not real with yourself. You're not being real with yourself. And you're trying to get pussy points on the internet instead of being the man you need to be. As if as if there ain't cheerleaders at an NBA basketball game that ain't 18 to 24 turning around there, flipping their hair and turning in circles and gyrating. But I'm supposed to believe I'm not supposed to be attracted to this person because you a bitch male and you can't stand on your solid 2 feet. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. What they're trying to do is they're trying to pander to a female audience in a room full of soft serve males instead of standing on their own too, because this is a new version of male. You go back to Bob Barker and The Price of Right. The nigga says she just right. That was in 1990, 91, 1987. He like, how old are you, sweetie? Oh, you just right. And he was a whole 70 years old. And the girl that was kissing her was prime piece of calico, aged just right. This is how different these men have become. And this nigga was on live television in the living room of old soggy titty bitches watching The Price of Right. And he got a young girl kissing him on the cheek at 70 talking about she just motherfucking right. Now, this is how different you bitch ass men have become. Like, how did we become this fucking weak as men where then you jump up there, well, I don't know, 57 and 19 is crazy. You are scared. You men are scared, bruh. You've been scared out of your goddamn dick principles. You guys are scared to be men. Never in the history of the world has a man jumped there like, oh man, these age gaps are ridiculous. Except you new booty ass men. You scared bitch ass men. That's what I'm talking about. That's why y'all getting priced out of the marketplace. Because the same guys, these celebrities, these black celebrities that say they not comfortable with the age gap, been buying them 19 and 24-year-olds pussies the entire last 3 decades. Right? They can't say it though, because they can't be CGA. They can't be original. They scared they're going to lose their sponsorships. They're scared they're going to lose their support from their women audience. They're scared little men. You're scared. Just say you scared. Never in the history of men do niggas look at fully legal women and be like, nah, I will never. Stop. If that's the case, what would porn go? There would be no porn. There would be no strip clubs. There would be no cheerleaders. There would be no NFL dancers. There would be none of these people. None of these people would exist. There wouldn't be any models, video vixens. There wouldn't be any of these bitches. There wouldn't even be no female singers and celebrities. They're all 15 to 25 max. There would be none of these women would exist. There would be no need for them bitches to come out with pom-poms at the college football game. Who do you think they're there for? Men of all ages. They're there for men in times where you just need a pick-me-up. And you be looking at her and be like, what I would do to her. But you're scared. People just don't know how to be men. You're scared to be men. You're scared to be toxic. You're scared to just stand on your own biology as a man and tell your wife, I like the fuck. If you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna go to the titty bar and let her suck me off. You're scared. You're scared to tell a woman you just want to hook up with her. So you go through these paces of running game on her to try to trick her out of vagina. Then she burns your motherfucking car and flattens your tires.
Look what she did to my car. Look at this pig to my car. I can't stand this hoe. I can't stand this bitch. Fuck this bitch.
Come on, bruh. Then she flattens your tires and puts you on child support. Nigga, man, why is she doing this? She needs responsibility. She needs to act mature. So what do you niggas do? You just go jerk off. Well, I could just jerk off. It's much cheaper. I mean, you talk about killing your masculinity and your self-esteem. You talk about killing your masculinity and your self-esteem, one jerk after the next. It's crazy what men do and then come up here and tell me women are worthless at the same time. You're worse than those worthless women. You're worse than those worthless women, and it ain't even close. See, people think I can only talk about women. I've been telling y'all for years, man, I could roast the shit out of men if I wanted to. And you hearing it now. You're hearing it now. Oh, all you can do is talk about women. Now you hearing it. That's not true. I got smoke for everybody. But we got little boys that don't understand this. And we into the main event. If you didn't know, we into it. We got little boys that don't understand this. Just because you got a keyboard don't mean you can come to a grown man conversation. Just because you got a keyboard don't mean you can go to a grown man conversation. What men don't know is that they used to have to pay dues to even talk to a room full of men. When you were a boy, 8, 9, 10, you knew that if you stepped in a barbershop with the little motherfucking swirly thing up there, you stepped into a room full of men. They was drinking hard liquor and smoking cancer sticks. They had bitches sitting on their laps, twirling their tassels. You couldn't just jump in there and give your opinion. You couldn't just walk in there, nigga, who are you? Let me get the mic. Let me start talking. And there's a room full of people who had got stripes. They didn't kill people in war. They didn't been out here security guarded. They've been in there breathing fumes in a factory for 30 years. They've been working with their hands. They've been building houses and building buildings. You didn't just walk in there, nigga, because you had a voice. You still had to show something before you could talk. You couldn't say shit unless you done shit. Today, not so much. Today, these new ass men think, and especially these arrogant young men, think because you have a goddamn opinion that you got facts. You ain't got nothing. You just have an opinion and a voice box. And you lucky that you ain't standing across from me with that bullshit, because I'll snatch that goddamn voice box out of your throat if you say something stupid. Because that's what the fuck would happen. You will get smacked back with the teeth falling back in your throat if you said something stupid. But nah, you new booty ninjas got opinions and no life experience. You ain't touched not nary one attractive woman in your life, and you got something to say. You ain't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You ain't dropped a bomb on nobody. You ain't looked into a man's eye and took his life in war. You haven't done shit. You ain't slapped the motherfucker. You ain't even got in a fist fight. And here you go. I'm going to tell CGA about himself. You ain't seen 6 figures in your motherfucking bank account. You ain't seen 5 figures in your bank account at the same time. You certainly ain't seen 4 figures in your bank account today since rent is due. But you got something to say to men that have done shit? We've won and lost. This is why y'all getting priced out of the goddamn dating marketplace, because you men ain't shit. All you got is your mouthpiece. That ain't gonna do shit out here. When men out here toiling and tussling, we out here roughnecking, we out here winning and losing, and you just gonna come out here and open your goddamn mouth and then get to the front of the line. Hell no. And don't ever sell that shit unless you got stone cold receipts. Ninjas ain't never wiped another kid's ass to get them off the toilet and raise them up to be a man. You ain't done shit in your motherfucking life as a male, and you think your opinion matters? It doesn't. You cocksucking AI chat GPT motherfucker with your opinion. You don't mean shit to this space until you done shit. You don't mean shit to this space unless you done shit. Never forget it. If all you did is fuck subpar women in your life, you've done nothing, I promise you. I promise you, you've accomplished nothing. You've done nothing to impress me by. And this is the bottom goddamn line. It's Adams 316 in here. Who's coach talking to? You bitch ass men. That's who I'm talking to. Bitch ass men. We call them Mitches. This space is full. This space, not only is this space, this country is full of weak ass men. And guess what? They ain't gonna click on this video. This space is full of weak ass men. Accomplish nothing. All you got is a goddamn mouth and an opinion. And you got an asshole that pretty much is indicative of what that mouthpiece looks and smells like. You ain't got nothing but shit in it. Yeah, that's why y'all got priced out of love, dating, and romance. That's why y'all got priced up. And y'all don't deserve shit. You deserve nothing. You deserve nothing from this life. You deserve no pussy. You should never get any piece of pussy unless you pay top dollar for it. And I want these women to price the shit out of you niggas. I want these women to run the price up on these men who ain't did shit and think they deserve shit. Well, why can't I get it? Why can't they make it easier? How come they can't approach me? Bullshit. Why can't we just, and why you gonna make it harder for me? You gonna make it harder for me if you keep sipping and tricking? Well, fuck you, nigga. You think I'm the only one? You got nothing but Simpson tricks out here. And they've been sipping and tricking to a goddamn extraordinary level. So if you think it's bad if I'm doing it, you already priced out, bitch. Because there's men out here spending thousands of dollars and you ain't getting a goddamn thing. You ain't getting nothing out here. And yeah, some dude's gonna succumb. Some ain't gonna get divorced. Some ain't gonna get set up. Some ain't gonna get cucked. Does that matter? You still didn't put hands on no hips in that process. You still didn't get not one bad bitch at the end of the day. You still did not get one smooth, creamy, tight vagina. Not one. So don't lower the bar for the bosses. The boss is going to do what we do because our life is filled with accomplishing things that matter. Your life is filled with trying to accomplish the things that very much don't matter to me in a harder way. That's your problem. That's your problem. And you missed the boat. You missed the boat in 2018 when I told your ass to live the free agent lifestyle. You still wanted the date. Watch this. How many of you people can experience this or saw this happen? In 2020, I told people this is not the right time to get into relationships. I said, if you haven't been in a relationship or you're pining for a relationship in 2020, do not get into a relationship. This was right before COVID. This was right at the release of my book, De-Evolution, because it released January 2020, which was odd because it just was. I said, don't get into a relationship because it's going to be a loss. We're going to go through a tough economic time. I was already predicting a tough economic time in 2020 before COVID. I said, we're going to go through an economic collapse of epic proportion. I said, don't get into a relationship because you cannot afford it. It's going to torpedo you. You're probably going to break up because the economy is going to somewhat collapse and that relationship will be a nothing. I said that in 2020. Guess what? Let's see the amount of men that got into relationships in 2020. Are you in that relationship now? I can guarantee you 60, 70% of you, it was a loss. You might got set back. You might got divorced since those 5 years. It was you probably was complete the likelihood that you're still together with her is slim. We're talking about a 20%, maybe 10% chance that you're still with that person. It probably set your ass back. But guess what? You had all the knowledge. I could do out here. I'm going to just do this and that. And it probably was a loss. I told you. Because the way things were shifting that I saw, I was like, these relationships going to be on stable, on rocky ground. It ain't going to be worth anything. It's going to be a loss. He said, I came back saying, you were right, coach. A lot of dudes came back. Damn. And I was gone for 6 months. What was you doing? You was in there snuggling. And then now you out here priced out. I'm like, them relationships ain't gonna be the worth the paper they printed on. I was like, they're gonna be flimsy. And here you went in there. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get her. She different. She like to lick my balls. Cooked. I was like, I told you. What did I do? I didn't get in a relationship. I haven't been in a serious relationship on purpose because my goal was not vagina, sex, relationship, female validation. My goal was to make sure I had as much money and get to a bigger level than I could so that I can follow the principles, demonstrate this here in the free agent lifestyle, not get set back, not waste time, not get married and divorced, not break up. I didn't get into a relationship. I said, no, thank you. Oh, well, you just can't find the right woman and you just don't have game. Nope. The same guys that say I didn't have game have married and divorced, not one but two single mothers in the time that I've been on Pier since 2017. Not one but two goddamn single mothers. And they got the nerve to say I ain't got no game. Okay, how did that work out for you? How did that work out? You lost. You should have listened to me, Mr. I Got Game. You should have listened to me. You should have sat that out. Should have sat it out because I told you what was going to happen. Nigga, you don't want to listen. You wanted to come out here and show you how much game you had. How's that working out for you right now? Niggas still getting sued in by their ex and child support, scared to say what they need to say. It's crazy, bruh. But these men out here, your ego is not your amigo. Shout out to Tony Ocasio over here. He says, you're so right by giving a JUCO a tip after her session. When I gave her a hefty tip, when I gave it to her, I asked for her to do a certain thing fetish-wise, and she offered it to me. Money talks, bullshit walks, BS walks. He said right here, money talks, bullshit walks. Boss up, brothers. Boss up.
Better boss up, nigga.
Niggas will spend time and act like time is infinite. Right? Oh, I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna just waste time with the bitch. There was something I was gonna say related to that too. And one thing dudes will do, one reason why you think you get priced out of the marketplace is that, and it sounds like Venmo is down. So if you gave a Venmo, apologies there. Watch this. One of the reasons dude got priced out is because they think if they give money to women, that women are gonna get rich and further price them out. I hear this all the time. Well, if I give her the money, I'm going to give her the power. And then she won't need me no more because she has more money than me. Gentlemen, that is never should be a concern. But the concern is there because you have no other masculinity to stand on. You only have money and barely that. So the minute she's going to get a little bit more money than you, you're not going to be needed. That's a problem that you have. But if you think about it of how I'm teaching you, gentlemen, they spend any money. I don't care if you're talking about girlfriend, wife, JUCO, escort, prostitute. Any money you give them, they already spent it before they got it. It's already gone. We see this with career women. These women are waiting for paychecks right tomorrow to pay their rent that was due today. Let me say this again. Women making 70, 80, 90, 100K who can't afford the $500 in student loan payment that's about to grape their ass on May 2nd. They got to wait till their paycheck and direct deposit hits tonight or early tomorrow morning so they can pay their rent tomorrow. None of these bitches getting rich. The only women that are going to possibly get rich are with billionaires who they turn into millionaires. The rest of these women gonna be broke. They ain't gonna get rich on you, bruh. No escorts, prostitutes, JUCO, sugar babies never get richer than the man giving them the money. Never. It never happens. The only way it happens is if she lawsuits your ass. May 5th. Ain't gonna happen, bruh. Like yesterday, I had a lady here. She came through. She said, oh, because I normally give her some cash on here. She likes cash in her hand. She's Asian. Asians like cash. I give her a little bit of cash, and she was like, oh, can you send it over here this time? Why? Because I got to go do X, Y, and Z. I won't tell you what she had to do, but she had an appointment, meaning that the money was already spent. What I was about to do to her, the money she was already spent it already before I even put my hands on her. It's already gone. Already out her goddamn pocket. It won't even hit her purse. It's gonna go straight from the phone to wherever the fuck she going. It's already gone. You know how long I've been with her? 3 years. She ain't rich yet. Right here. But I've changed her life according to her. You don't know how much you've done to me, daddy. You don't know how much you've done for me, daddy. She texts me that all the time. You really don't know how much you've done for me. She is not rich. 3 years, ain't got rich on me yet. She ain't took that money and bought a course on how to do day trading and got rich on me yet. She's a dependent. She's like a child. You give money to your kids, they spend the shit. So dudes are like, if I give them the money, the women will have the power over me. No, they motherfucking won't. Trust me, I've been doing it for a long time. Ain't not one got rich on nobody. I know women that have dated millionaires and they still ain't got rich on them. Millionaires give them 50 grand. Bitch, buy some titties and snort it up and go party with her girls. The money gone in 6 weeks. And then they come back looking for another 50 grand. And the guy like, that was your chance. You blew it. Okay, come on, bro. But dudes get priced out with these philosophies, like, because you can't have discretionary income. You think that if you give the little bit you have to her, then she ain't gonna need you no more. No, bruh. She gonna need you tomorrow, bruh. She gonna be on the phone tomorrow. Can I see you again? They gonna need a date. They gonna need a dinner date. They gonna need something tomorrow. A dress, shoes, clothes, shopping, to go see a movie, buy some nails, hair, bundles of hair. Ain't ever gonna happen. But guys have this sense that if they control the money, they control the woman. Nah. If I don't give it to her, they'll be broke and they'll need me. Nah. They'll need me and they won't be able to find nobody else to give it to them. Nah. You're losing that one. You're losing that, sir. Shout out to our brother, is Q the exec. Shout out to you. He says, fuck your uncle. CGA, real shit. Fuck your uncle. He don't mean shit over here, bruh. Shout out to our brother Twin, says they don't have enough testosterone to even grow a beard. Men today have the lowest testosterone on record for a variety of reasons, but ninjas can't grow beards. They can't do it. They can't grow beards. They can't grow muscle. Men don't realize how in a state of, I don't even know what to call it, misery. Shout out to Twin. They're in a state of miserableness. And all they do is sit on their computer, bruh. Sit on screens, sit on computers, and they think that they're going to get through on life on that way. Making friends, and you'll have a decent life. Okay? Shout out to our brother, Mr. Chris says, keep on dropping them gems, coach. And then you get in front of me dropping gems and still do nothing with it. One thing I hear is I can get and learn more on YouTube for free than if I invested in myself. This is true. This is true. The problem is, since you didn't invest in it, you're not going to make good use of it because you're dependent on it. You're like, oh, okay. It's kind of like giving people welfare, right? So you chose to get it for you. Did you apply it? No. Did you do good money and invest that welfare money? No. You're going to come back to my live stream tomorrow to get more information that you're not going to fucking use. Why? Because you didn't invest in it. So since you didn't invest in it, you're not going to go, let me apply this shit now. There's no sense of urgency. So you're just going to pile up notes, wait for my next live stream, get more gems and blue chips, right? And do absolutely nothing with it. But when you invest in it, you'll be like, oh shit, I better get a return on this investment. Then you're going to just sit up there for years and years and years with a bunch of notes of shit that I said. Yo, shout out to Gregory Benjamin. All about the Benjamin Smith says, keep cooking. He says, I need that to boss up out here.
You better boss up, nigga.
Boss up is the only thing you have left. Trust me on this one. As men, I'm telling you the God's honest truth, and I know I sound crazy, and I know you want to fight me, and I know people are out here getting this message, and they're like, okay, it is what it is. But no one's coming to save men in America. The ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. Trump is about the closest thing you possibly could have got. But that's gone. No men, none of your red pill guys are going to be mainstream heroes. That's cooked. All right. Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit were the only ones that will get to that level. And they have now put these, well, as you can see, what remains of them? What remains of them? No one's getting above that. That's the farthest these manosphere guys going to ever get. It's done. It's over. None of us are going mainstream unless they pivot into another form of content, which some of them are doing and some of us are doing, unless they completely pivot out of it. And when they pivot out of it, say bye-bye. They're going to give you less of that. And they're going to give them more of what they pivoted to. So no one's saving you. No manosphere guy is going to save you. None of us are going to go mainstream enough for anybody to listen to us. It's over. That's gone. That ship has sailed. So masculinity, from that point of view, Trump is the last of it in terms of any political person you'll ever fucking see. And look at what they gave him. So that's gone. You whipping women back into shape and shaming them, bye-bye. Gone. Gonzo. You getting traditional women? Nope. So you only have yourself. That's it. You only got yourself out here. You're not going to have groups of men that are going to get in there and collaborate and get together to straighten up American women and shame them off of OnlyFans. Nope. It's gonzo, okay? Nobody's going to sit around giving men self-esteem. They only want to program you to be a bot to do their duty. And this is going on in elementary school if they don't turn them all the way flaming gay and bisexual. If these Gen Z and it's now Gen Beta, Gen Alpha, if they don't turn these Gen Alpha boys into 20, 30% Duke shooters and bisexuals, gonzo. With that being said, there's only one thing to do. You got to give above and beyond everybody else. There's nothing else. No red pills are going to save this world or America, masculinity. Dude, I'm telling you, once Trump is done, that's the end of that shit. That's the end of anything legally that could possibly fly in the benefit of men, helping the marital laws get changed, it's bye-bye. And he ain't even going to work on behalf of all men. He's only working on behalf of some men. He's the last stand. All right? These people are medicated. These kids are medicated, zooted, distracted. They like bussy and pussy at the same time. It's gone, bruh. Gonzo. It's the only thing left. MGTOW ain't gonna save you because that's just another offshoot philosophy of red pill. But you will save yourself. It ain't gonna save the world. Okay, neither is the red pill, neither is the manosphere, neither is any manosphere content creator, and so forth and so on. So yeah, all right, and I ain't gonna stand in front of the world to help you goofy ass niggas out. All right, because I see how the space treats me. You think I'm gonna stand up there and take bullets for these weak ass men out here? Hell no. Shout out to Rusted Junk. He says these new booty males are so scared to be traditional masculine, and they're quick to tell us to date only older women, but they're the same ones who weren't scared when they were putting their bros salami in their mouth. And vice versa. He says, I'm calling out all the Mitches, hood ninjas, and suburban boys named Connor. If they have a problem with what Rusted Junk had to say, I'll use their skulls as doorpost. F you Mitches. All right. Yes, indeed. The Mitches, bruh. Shout out to the Mitches. They need to be the people called out today. Yeah. He said, yo. And that's a co-sponsorship. Shout out to you. I'm rich, man. Shout out to you. Dating coaches, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all, bruh. I mean, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all have no solutions at all. All right, if you a dating coach and you sitting up here telling motherfuckers the cold approach as a solution, you need to slap your goddamn self. Shout out to our brother here. Diabolical Short says, I went from 2K views to about 15 views. Now, how do I fix that, coach? And once you get in there, that algorithm will start trying to work for you and work against you. Rick from H-Town, ain't no way I would just sit back and don't donate. Speaking the truth and not holding back punches. Keep cooking and more importantly, keep winning. Keep winning. If you follow me long enough, everything you see me doing today, I told you I would do. I was like, I'm down now, but I'm going to be up. I'm down now, but I'm going to be up. Now, people going to say just because it was YouTube money. You know how many YouTubers got money in the time that I got money and they don't got none? It wasn't just that. I still had to be disciplined. I still had to have a plan. I still had to stick to the plan. I still had to, I had to battle the monetization. I had to survive that. I had to change my content slightly. I had to figure out how to stay relevant. You know how many YouTubers here that started off and they, what do they call it? They fell off. They got 1 million subscribers. I guarantee you, they cannot pull my audience. The audience I got on the night stream, they couldn't pull these numbers. And they got 1 million subs. Right? They got 1 million subs. They got 9 million subs. Still couldn't pull the numbers I'm getting on a live stream. Like, it's, dude, just because you get a bag don't mean you're going to do well with it. I had to still stay principled and disciplined the entire time. All right. I had to still go to work. I still had to live stream every day. I still had to put content, edit films, all of this shit. I still had to do the work. Some dudes get a little bit of money. They get a YouTube bag. They get their $20K a month and they trick it off, fuck around, go drink. They stop making content. The quality of content stops going around. They get bitches. They fuck all through the day and the afternoon. They put out a shitty video. And now their whole audience is gone because they didn't really stay committed to the process. They didn't stay committed to the content. They got the money and they start doing this and blowing it and going there, having a party and drinking, showing up high on the live stream. I was like, not me. I'll spend the money later, nigga. All right. I'll do it later. I'm going to just stay disciplined to the craft. Damn near 4,000 people in yesterday's stream. You know how many people can on a demonetized channel with 100,000 subs? Somebody make this make sense. Somebody make this make sense of how that person could, how this makes sense on YouTube. Then I see people with 1 million subs can't get 722 people in there. And I look and go, that's crazy. That's crazy. That don't even make no damn sense. Yep, they getting allegations and divorces and breaking up with their women and they fighting online. The same amount of people that was up in 2020, they down now. Some of them in jail right now. Like, think of this, bruh. Like, you still have to be disciplined and consistent. You still got to go to work. You still got to stay the course. You still got to apply the work, the elbow grease. You still got to be dedicated to the craft. You can't just say, I got YouTube money. I'm going to just sit up there and let the YouTube money hit on the 21st. I'm good. All of a sudden, you ain't good. Then you put it all in crypto and lost it. Now niggas trying to come out here and stream and re-get their audience engaged, and it ain't going to work. Audience already tuned them out. There's a guy that I know. Yep, some of them are paid followers. There's a guy I know. He's scrambling and scraping for views, but he had a large mansion in California in 2020. Okay? You know why? Somebody said it. They don't have original content. They don't have a philosophy. They don't have talking points. They don't have a standard. They don't have progression. They just came out there, oh, I got big money, tricked it off and spent it and bought jewelry and cars, and now they didn't have nothing to say. So they jump back on and they don't have nothing to say no more. What you got to say now? Nobody cares about that shit. You said that in 2025. Do you have anything new to say? Do you have a philosophy? Do you have a teaching point? You still got to stay the course. All you had is flash. You were a flash in the pan. You were a flash in the pan. You had jewelry and cars and I tuned in. And you had a fine, thick-ass bitch that you had on the videos. Now all that's gone. Now you still got nothing to say. All right? So it ain't that easy to say, well, you just got popular on YouTube. I still had to be here sick. You know, didn't want to be here. Voice gone. I still had to be here and teach. It's easy to build a quick audience and you get flashy, but do you have staying power? That's the difference between men and Mitches. That's between bosses and people that have something to say out here. It's different. Can't just come on here and flash, get money on YouTube, and then say I made it, and then now be like, oh shit, I gotta come out here and build my audience back up. It's gone. It's gone. All you did was ride the wave of the coronavirus. So you rode the wave when people were sitting at home, but now everybody back at work. Do they still listen to you? Do they still watch your videos when they at work? Nope. They watch me when they're at work. They're like, I cannot miss this nigga. That's the difference between men and women. So don't come in here and tell me just because I got popular on the tube that it is what it is. Nah, bruh. It's why you in the position. No, I'm in the position because I'm consistent. I'm still working. I take it serious. I like what I'm doing. I like it. I have something to say. I have a value proposition. I have a call to action. You still got to do that as a man. You can't just say, I'm going to just go get famous and rich and then win. Even when you get famous and rich and you get money, you better take your ass to work. I take my ass to work and wake up, bitches in my bed naked with nice titties, and I'll be like, I gotta be up at 5:30. Can't you just, nah. You got enough money. Can't you take the day off and cuddle? Nope. I got a woman that people have seen in person that could be a 9, and I still be doing content. I'm still in here for 4.5 hours, and she in the bed. That's the difference between men and you Mitches. You guys will give that up. You'll give up your craft. You'll give up what makes the money to go lay with a bitch. You know how many shows I've done and the woman was right in the next room, or she was in my bed laying there until I got back? And I still went on. I didn't stop the stream. Then she came back. I was like, yeah, I went to about 5 hours. 5 hours, and she's still right there. You think she gonna leave. I better give her attention. I better get my last strokes. Nope. She was still there. For years I've been doing this. Girls in my bed, I'm in the office doing a stream. She can wait, and she's replaceable. I can get another one. I'll have another one here tomorrow. But what y'all will do will be like, well, I guess I made it. I'll take tomorrow's stream off, lay with this woman. And then men claim that I'm putting pussy on top of the money and the hustle. No, I never do it. I got girls that sit over there and listen to my JUCO stream on Sunday. And I don't lower the volume. I don't close the door. They sit over there. They sit over there and they come out and they be like, damn, now you talking about me. I see what you talk about over there. And they be sitting right over there on that thin ass wall, sitting there acting like they playing video games, sitting over there acting like they looking at their phone, listening to the whole JUCO stream. And I'm talking loud as a motherfucker with the door open right here. And she don't say shit. They don't say shit. They don't move a muscle, nothing. They don't say, why you talking about that? Not a damn muscle. Y'all scared to lose. I ain't scared to lose women. Women are replaceable, fam. They a dime a dozen. Beautiful women too. Average women too. Dime a dozen. So, where men have lost it is they got scarcity. They watch women do this the whole time. This is where the men in this space missed it. Remember this right here where they would talk about gym thoughts? I did this too. Attention whores, women jumping on the internet, scantily clad. This was an issue for this space since 2015. But you missed the boat. And I told you, you guys missed it. Now, the content creators, I think, they've been leading you on as men. They haven't been giving you the 100. I've been critical of these content creators. They knew what was going on, but they didn't give you the one. They weren't being real with you. I said, I finally realized what empowerment meant. It meant women had the right to sell their own pussy instead of men selling it for them. It wasn't that they didn't want to sell it. It's that they wanted to control their own body to be able to determine if they wanted to sell it or not. Who remember me in 2020 saying that? Oh, what happened? The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened. And then they brought them old ass bitches out, J-Lo, who y'all be like, she's still fine. And I'm like, that's what's wrong with men. You guys will openly say a 52-year-old woman is fine, but that can't say comfortably that a 19, 20-year-old woman is fine. This is what's wrong with men. Because you'll get pussy points and you'll try to impress me telling me a 52-year-old woman is still attractive. But when I say, what about this 20-year-old woman? Well, I don't know, man. I just can't see it. Then Shakira jumped up there, and then they start saying it was empowerment for them to get up there and go up and down the stripper pole at halftime, and nobody called it out. Like, what? Like, we are gone, bro. So I said, is this what empowerment is? I thought you guys wanted to have careers. Nope. I said, these bitches want to sell pussy. And guess what? I was right. They want to sell their own pussy. And I was right. I said, guys, these women don't want to do jobs and work. They want to take the easy way out. They just don't want men benefiting from it. They don't want Hugh Hefner benefiting from it. They don't want pimps benefiting from it. They don't want street pimps. They don't want men controlling them. They want to be renegades. They want to shake their own ass. We thought women wanted respect. That's what we thought. And then I said, aha, they want to sell their own ass. They want to call their own shot. They want to date whoever they want. They want to be sluts. They want to be sluts and not be judged. Oh. So I said then and there, guys, we got it all wrong. We need to pivot the content. We need to instruct these men. Did the content creators follow me? Nope. Did the men follow me? Nope. Y'all still want to talk about hypergamy. Y'all want to start talking about this goofy ass red pill talking points. And I was like, guys, you're missing the boat. They're going to be selling their pussies out here. Guess what? OnlyFans took off. Boom. No longer was it attention whores. You missed it. These women were ready to monetize themselves. Not every woman. Not every woman, but before it was just the women underneath. So you thought women were jumping on Instagram as far as 2024 to get attention. And I was like, no, they're trying to get money. Huh? Dumbass niggas. What? Yeah, they're getting money. And since 2016, y'all didn't see it coming. Oh, they just jumping on there for likes. They're degrading themselves for likes. I said, no, they're not. They're degrading themselves to get money from these platforms. And y'all didn't see it coming. So y'all stayed the course. Well, we just gonna go for the women who ain't gonna do it. Okay, where they at? You're getting less and less and less of those women available because some women are looking going, oh shit, what? All right, I'm gonna do, huh? And some dudes still thinking, oh, they're just trying to get these for likes. They love attention. No, they didn't. They want money because that's what they're getting from it. It's all about the money. This space got priced out because they didn't see it early enough, or they didn't want to listen to me tell you they're doing it. The content creators who didn't want to tell it because they couldn't stand on male principles because they were too busy trying to sell you a course on how to pick up women, they didn't want to talk about it either because it would ruin their ability to sell their course. They just going to be, oh, don't look at that. Don't listen to him. Don't look at that. Over here, guys, there's still women you can cold approach over here. There's still women you can spin plates. Don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to that. There's still girls that aren't selling themselves. They're just attention whores. You can run game on them. And I said, nah, bruh, they're going to miss. And guess what? By 2025, they missed the window. I was ahead of it, okay? That's how y'all got priced out. You didn't realize what the goal was. Even today, let's just take a regular woman. She can establish an audience on Twitch, TikTok, and make more money than you goofy ass niggas. Doing cooking shows, cooking with Kaya. They out there running laps around you niggas. You priced out of even Kaya nappy headed ass. Like, bruh, you can't even get Kaya, fam. Kaya, you gonna got priced out of Kaya. And she was poor and broke. And she done went in there and shaked her ass and put fried chicken and biscuits in front of y'all niggas and gravy. And y'all sitting up there, she just doing it for attention. Nope, she was racking up a bag until them hater bras took her down. Bitch jumped on the microphone and said, Hawk Tua, and went rich on you niggas. Talking about she just looking for attention. And she bought a bag and then ran a crypto scam on everybody and skedaddled, dipped. And y'all still over there, $3,000 a month living ass niggas, talking about women are worthless. Are y'all watching the world? Are you watching the world? Are you watching the world? You can't be this blind and jump up on this internet to feel good and say all they got is ass and titties to sell. Well, last I heard, that's all they needed to get married and pregnant. That's all they needed to get a millionaire man. That's all they needed to jump on a magazine and put oil on their titties. That's all they needed to get beat once by P. Diddy on a video and walk away with 30 mil. That's all they needed for them to get 25K a cheek for they can walk away with 50 mil. That's all they needed. That's their tool. It's always been their tool. But you're going to jump on here to make yourself feel good because you a broke, lazy, lethargic ass fat nigga. You're going to tell me that they ain't got nothing but ass and titties. Last I heard, that's all they needed. Meanwhile, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You ain't done shit with your life in 10 years of these bitches shaking and wiggling ass and titties on the internet. What else do they need to do but that? That's what God gave them. What else you expect them to do? So when I bring her in here, that's what I want her to do too. Here's something. Give me that ass. That's all they need, bruh. What else you want them to do? What else do you want them to do? They done figured out that that's all they had to do. It's getting to the point, this space and these weak ass men pathetic. You jump up here and like, well, they don't have nothing of value but that. That's all they need. They need their womb and titties and ass. That's it. And they can make themselves a comfortable life. Now, if you still arguing this, you are a goddamn fool. Women have destroyed kingdoms with titties and ass alone. They've created wars. They become millionaires and blew it all on coke and fake titties. They've gotten millionaire men to give up their seed, impregnated. What else do you want them to do? That's all they need to do. Now let's adjust to this. In 2025, that's all they need. Them bitches done stop putting on martial uniforms and busting their ass in human resources and nursing pajamas. Them bitches on the internet making money and your ass on the internet crying. Talking about we ain't gonna pay for them. He said they don't create it, they extract it. Nigga, that's what you do. That's what coal miners do. That's what governments do. Governments don't create money. They steal it from you jackasses, and then they do what they want with it. So what's the point? They don't create it. Simps hold them up. See, these guys right here, you guys are losing. That's why you're getting priced out. Who cares who holding them up? Who holding up the American government? Us. Are we simps to them? Okay, if that makes you feel better. Coal miners don't create coal. They extract it. Diamond people don't create diamonds. They extract it. Is this going to help you sleep better at night? You puss-ass men. This ain't going to help you with anything with this goofy-ass philosophy talking about they don't create it, they extract it. Okay, now, welcome to reality. Welcome to reality, you goof-ass niggas. You don't even create nothing, nigga. You go steal it from your goddamn employer. What the fuck do you create as men? Let me ask you this, men. What the fuck do you create? Y'all niggas don't build houses. You don't create kids. You don't create good kids. You don't create money. You don't create jobs. You niggas don't create shit. So what is your fucking point? He said, that's my point. Y'all don't create nothing either. You want to talk about the women? What do y'all do? What do men do today? Unless you're a Mexican. Y'all niggas don't build shit, don't put elbow grease on shit. You niggas don't do nothing but run up video game scores. What do y'all do? You niggas can't even pay for $200 date. What do y'all do as men today? What do men do? What do men do? Nothing. Men don't do shit out here. 60% of men don't create a goddamn thing. You niggas scoop ice cream at Baskin and Robbins. That's about the highlight of the fucking things you create. You guys don't do shit. And then you got the nerve to tell me what these women ain't doing. Like, this is what I'm talking about. We can talk all day about these women don't do nothing. What do y'all do? The minute you see a man doing something, you tell him to not do it. Don't try so hard. Don't be so good. Don't brag so much. Don't tell us how to win. Don't put pressure on us. It's already hard out here for men. You know why it's hard? Because y'all watch these women price y'all out. You didn't put up a fight. Now y'all trying to fight and y'all goddamn down 30 points with 3 minutes left. You think you're going to get a job making money in your sleep. That's your fucking goal. All right, but you don't want to, when you are wide awake, nigga, all you want to do is smoke dope. How you going to do this? You want to make money by firing off emails like what women do. Well, I got some truth for you, nigga. If you ain't a man and you ain't meeting people in person, don't think you fixing to get rich. Not like that. You think you're going to get a course and become rich. Then you think you ain't going to get the course and become rich on top of that too. What the hell? Then you think you can throw words around. Man, words, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names ain't never gonna hurt nobody out here. You ain't gonna hurt men. You ain't gonna hurt women. Simps, tricks, OnlyFans whores, prostitutes, pseudo prostitutes. Yo, bruh, y'all losing. You're losing. You're losing. You're being priced out with this conversation. You're not growing. You're not growing. You're never going to win with that mindset. You're never going to win with that mindset. Cool. It's cool to call out some crazy simps, but you ain't going to never win, bruh, with that mindset. Men ain't changed in 10 years in America. Men have not changed for the better in 10 years. Okay? Men ain't changed in 10 years. My man said, I'm already rich, clown. Well, you should learn how to type. So capitalizing all letters makes you poor in my mind. But by the way, if you're rich, go ahead and send me a screenshot of one of your bank accounts with at least 5 or 6 figures in it. See, what we do here is we don't let you bitch ass niggas talk. I will call your ass out. So I have an Instagram profile. It's Instagram.com/Coach Greg Adams TV. What you're going to do before I snipe the fuck out of you and block you into eternity, you got 5 minutes to send me a screenshot to my DMs of your bank account with your bitch ass name on it, with your 5 to 6 figures in it. And guess what? No super chat. Oddly enough, he's rich. No super chat. And you got 5 minutes to send me a DM, Mr. Rich Guy. We showing proof. Mr. I'm already rich. Clown. I opened up my DMs to you. Go ahead and send me that screenshot of your bank account. That's all we gonna talk about over here. Show me 6 figures. See, this is what I'm talking about. These men like this, they just jump up here and say shit to make them feel better about the miserable lives that they live and the no good goddamn life. How are you rich, but I don't see you in here supporting? How are you rich and you're watching me, Mr. Rich Guy? Receipts only. In 2025, no evidence, no face, no case. You guys have allowed men to block their face and jump up here under the CIA and give you a message and brag and tell you they get bitches and all they got is domestic violence reports against their wife. That's why they have to hide their face, because if they put their face on here, you can screenshot that shit, do a reverse image search, and pull up their criminal record. But that's why they have to hide their face and talk shit. And you men have learned from bitch ass men in this space that you can do that. You cannot do that going forward. No face, no case. No receipts, no proof. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You cannot just say shit and men believe shit. You can't say shit and try to shut me down. You can't say shit. You say you get fine bitches? You get bitches for free? Show me. It's easy. We got technology. I got an email. Email is open. DM is open. Show me a picture with you with some fine ass bitches in them that you didn't pay for. Show me a video of you. We got DMs. I got it wide open. Show me a screenshot of your bank account. No. Don't go screenshot one off the internet. Show me you, nigga, with your phone. Hold it up. Show your face. See, this is what I'm talking about. You men are nothing but fugazi bitches in 2025. You men are nothing but fugazi bitches in 2025. And you ain't gonna get no better. It's only gonna get worse for you bitch ass niggas. That's it. You low vibration piece of shit males. You low vibration piece of shit males cannot continue going forward in 2025 with your crooked ass teeth and the plaque in your teeth. You cannot continue going forward without showing improving. We ain't going for it no more. We are not going for it in this space. We're doing a course correction in this space, and I've been doing this for years, but for now, we're leaving you bitch ass niggas behind. We ain't doing no more. We ain't letting you guys be the prevailing thought of philosophy in the man space anymore. You don't get to say what men do and what men can't do and what they do and what women do and what they don't do. You don't get an opinion until you boss the fuck up. It's only bossing up here.
You better boss up, nigga.
And if you ain't got shit, you sit your ass down and you shut the fuck up. That's what you do. And you send me a Cash App to tell me that you sent me a DM. We'll wait. You got 2 more minutes. Send me a Cash App because I'm not going to see it in the live chat, you broke ass nigga. Send me a $18 Cash App so I know it's your bitch ass that you sent me a DM with a video of you in your rich ass bank account. I'll wait because rich people don't talk to other rich minded people the way you talk to me because I know you broke. If you had money, I know you would have money because you know I'm a man that has the ability to get what you got. So you definitely wouldn't be in a mindset to disrespect a person like me. You would try to make good use of me. You would try to build a bridge with me. That's how I know you a broke nigga. You got 1 minute with your rabbit ass. You got 1 minute left.
You better boss up, nigga.
And time's up on you bitch ass men. Time up on you Mitches. Time's up. Have you noticed? Ring the bell. Nothing's happened. Money talks, bullshit walks. Once again. This is why I think women should price these men out into infinity. They shouldn't give up a piece of pussy to no broke, bird-chested nigga for the rest of your cotton-picking lives. They shouldn't go on a date with you. They shouldn't do anything until you niggas bossed up. Okay? I encourage women to continue to price the shit out of these women. You sell all the pussy you want, ladies. Charge all the one. If these niggas ask for a phone number, charge them $50 for the phone number and see what happens. Them niggas gonna go rabbit. Charge these men for the phone number. You want my phone number? Ladies, listen to me. Charge these men for your phone number so you can shut these game niggas down. You want my phone number? $50. You want my phone number? $50. Right off the rip. Let's start making, let's play big bank, take little bank. See y'all niggas scared now. Look at these niggas. I told you they scared. These niggas scared, bruh. You ain't got it. You ain't got shit to offer out here, as I said. You men have nothing to offer. I'm talking about the ugly women, the fat women, the women you getting tired of getting hit on. Charge these niggas $50 for the phone number right now. Charge them for the phone number. And watch these mouthpiece niggas dry up. Yes, for a phone number, you broke niggas. Look at them running scared. Look at them. I told you these niggas are full of shit. I told you these men are full of shit. They ain't got nothing. These men ain't got shit. They don't create shit. They don't do shit. They don't do shit. Look at them, scared to death now. What we gonna do now? Nah, yeah, that's what you gonna do. You gonna go get a goddamn job. That's what you're gonna go do. Go get a damn job and stop sitting around trying to scoop pussy off these bitches. Stop trying to finesse pussy off of them. $50 a phone number. Nigga, hey, ladies, if you find $50 a digit. $50 a digit. If you a fine ass bitch. And charge for the area code too. If you can't, go get a goddamn job. If you can't afford it, go get a job. Because you definitely can't afford to have kids. You definitely don't need these broke ass niggas out here robbing people and stealing change out the ashtrays. You guys are creating an economy of weak ass men. Stop producing these weak ass men if you can't afford it out here, motherfuckers. Stop it. You the ones out here fucking producing the worst Americans we could possibly have with your broke asses. All right, women, charge these niggas for the money, the numbers. Charge them. Charge them. Put the price up on these motherfuckers. Put the price up on these men. And let's separate the men from the boys. And if y'all don't want to charge certain dudes, go ahead. Put the price up on these bitch ass niggas coming out running game. Soon as they open their mouth, 5-0 for a digit. Or shut it the fuck it up. Money talk, bullshit walk. Just walk away from these niggas. You don't have to be like, well, I got a boyfriend and here's my Snapchat. No, $50 a digit. And see what the fuck they do. $50 for the number. And see what these clown ass niggas do. They gonna go running. You men can't afford families. I've been proving that for the last better part of 4 years. You want a family, you can't afford one, period. You can't afford kids. He said, who upset CGA? You see how these men go? See how these men go? When I speak like this tells me you're a weak man. If you hear me and you think I'm upset, this is the problem with you weak ass men. I swear to God, you keep proving me. Oh, who triggered CGA? Who upset CGA? You think this is upset? This is why you men are weak. This is why you men are weak. You've never been in the presence of a man. If you've had a good football coach, same thing. A good military sergeant, same thing. You think they're angry? They're passionate. And the only way we can get through hard-headed men is to speak like this. So I'm having to turn it up so you ignorant monkeys can hear me. This is not anger. This is not rage. This is the only way you niggas hear me. This is the only way you Mitches hear me. If I was talking regular like I talk about the women, you wouldn't hear me. So I got to do this for you ignorant monkeys that think you can beat a gorilla. You men are bitches. And you're not ready for this world. If you think this is anger, if you think this is emotional, you aren't ready for the world. You're not ready for the world. The world is going to kick your motherfucking ass. This is why you're weak. This is why you get no pussy. This is why you can't afford to pay for pussy. This is why you're not married. This is why OnlyFans bitches won't fuck you. This is why you're a virgin. This is why. This is why you fucking suck at relationships. This is why you have no legacy. This is why you're a red pillar for 15 years and you ain't made an improvement in your life. This is why. This is why. You've had no real men in your life. So you can't recognize. You can't recognize the sassiness of your fucking miserable life. This is why you men ain't gonna ever accomplish shit. This is why you need to get your money up, not your funny up. This is why you'll never have a bad bitch touch your dick. This is why you'll never get married. This is why a woman will never let you cream pie with enthusiasm in between her legs. This is why you'll never own a house. This is why you will never drive nice cars. This is why you'll never be shit but a piece of shit male. And you prove it every day. You'll never accomplish shit. This is why. This is why you smoke weed every day. This is why you self-medicate. This is why you play video games into eternity. This is why you never create shit. This is why you watch YouTube for 19 hours a day. This is why you can't go to sleep at night, because you don't accomplish shit. And you never will. When I say this, you never will. You never will. You'll never be able to touch an attractive woman in your life. You'll never get to have sex with the woman you want, only the woman you can. This is why this space is the weakest I've ever seen it. This is why the manosphere ain't shit. This is why you argue 100 men versus one gorilla and argue it and make videos about it. This is why you'll never get 20 views on your YouTube channel. This is why you bitch ass niggas will never see 5 figures in your bank account. This is why you'll never get a passport and touch the goddamn 7 seas. You'll never accomplish shit in your fucking lonely, pathetic lives. You'll never fuck another bitch in another continent. You'll never fuck another bitch in another time zone other than Eastern, Pacific, and Central, and Mountain. You'll never do it. You'll never amount to anything. That's why. You exhibit it. Some of you cocksuckers exhibit it every day. This is why you niggas will end up breaking bricks in prison and touching on male booty before you touch any female booty. I've seen you guys for the better part of 10 to 12 years, and I realize there is 60% of men that will amount to jack shit out here. And you know it, so you hide over here under your fake profile, stealing our goddamn oxygen and wasting our time with your low-life loser, pathetic ass, you grease monkey, weed-smoking junkie. You'll never be shit. Shout out to Oatmeal Danny says, for the Mitches. And dudes will be like, I'm talking about my own audience. I wish to God they stop being my audience ASAPidly. Look at these ninjas leaving. All you can talk about is women. Have you learned today? This is just the beginning. Let's see how fast these niggas try to demonetize my channel now. Oops, I'm already demonetized. Shout out to Pro Man. Pro Black's trying to use Shannon Sharp for that black love-ish. Sisters making yourself. He says, sisters, make yourself neck. He says, getting worthy or shut up. He says, if not, I'm not even know what he's saying right there. All right, anyway. Ladies, charge these ninjas $50 a number. I encourage you. Start charging them so you can shut down a goofy ass mouth. And by the way, women are already doing this. They're already saying Cash App. Hit the Cash App. They're already doing it. And you see what happens. They mad. Look at they mad out here. You can say what you want. But what you have to do, gentlemen, is show me receipts. We only do receipts out here, or you don't get a conversation. Remember we said this? You had to show something in order to talk. If you're going to say something that is out of whack, what you have to do is show me. Show me. You got money? Show me. You got hoes? Show me. You got nice cars, Rolex watches, you take international trips? Show me. You have a bigger size, you don't have a twin mattress? Show me. I've been telling you for a long time, I have a lot of hate watchers. Once you get past 50 to 75,000 subscribers, legitimate subscribers, once you get past 1,200 live viewers, you have entered into the hate territory. You've entered into the hate territory. One of the ways you can detect it as a content creator is say, can you like the video? And the numbers don't move. That's going to be indicative of somebody that's either too busy or don't want to like the video. That's when you know how many haters are watching you. Normally they rest in the cut. Every now and then they'll get so triggered and then they'll finally jump on the keyboard and expose themselves. Because if I had 1,500 live viewers on night, 3,500 live viewers in the morning, I would be fucking rich. Because all they would have to do is throw $1 in per day. Every viewer throw in $1 if they were all supporters. I would be fucking rich. I'd be a millionaire just on the Cash App. But what happens? I can't even get them to hit the fucking like button. Why? I refuse to hit the like button. It shows you once you get to a certain point, you got to smoke out your Mitches. You got to trigger them and smoke them out so they can reveal themselves so you can snipe their motherfucking channel down. He said, don't pay attention to the haters, guys. Listen, you guys, anybody that says that, I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you because you don't know what I'm trying to accomplish. You don't know what you're trying to accomplish. I show the people showing me love all the time. I read their super chats. I'm trying to prove a point. This is why I use the evening show or the end of my morning show to prove it. I'm trying to prove a point about the men and the men in this space. So I have to bring attention to it. I said I was going to do this all 2025. I don't know why you're surprised why I'm doing it. I'm exposing the men in this space as weak men. Are you understanding? I'm not wasting my time. I could have been gone. I have a woman that's going to be here. I have to jump in the shower here. Okay? I could be gone, but I'm using this as an opportunity to prove my point. Okay? Any man saying that, you don't realize I've already ended my show. The show is already over. It's been over for 20 minutes. This is overtime. I'm really supposed to be done a half an hour ago. But you're still watching. I'm using this time to prove a point about the weak-ass men in this space. I've said I was going to do it. I'm now doing it. So let me pay attention to them. Let me draw them out. Let me prove to you the amount of weak men in the manosphere. Let me show you that the manosphere ain't shit. Let me show you the weak content creators in the manosphere that ain't shit. I must do this. The show is over. You can leave at any point. Right? The show is over. It's been over. I'm going to offer nothing new in terms of input or something that can improve your life. What I'm doing now is purging the Mitches. That's all. The show is over. You can leave. The show is over. You can leave. There's nothing else you're not going to miss anything. And I'm chomping at the bit to finish the last few super chats so I can get in the shower and fuck bitches and make money and hang out with my son and go to dinner and get ready for tomorrow's show. So the show's done. You might now leave if you don't want to be a part of this part of the show, but I'm literally demonstrating that this space, I said in 2025, I'm going to purge the Mitches. I said I'm going to slap the Mitches. This is now part of what I'm doing. Let me do it. Let me do what I've done. Guys, I've provided the most valuable content the last 8 years of this show, of this. What more do I have to do, motherfuckers? What more do I have to do? I've proven everything. I've demonstrated by the results in my life. What more do I have to do? Now I have to smack Mitches. It's what I do. I have to pay attention to them because I have to prove what I've been saying about this man's space. It's a weak piece of shit space. This space is turned to a weak piece of shield, catering to weak ass men's space. And I'm proving it. So let me do what I do. All right. I've already given you the best content. I've given you content right now that could change your life. And I wouldn't even have to say another word. So you don't even have to listen to anything past this point right now. And you can still take your life to the next level. So if you don't want to listen to it, you're welcome to leave. I have no other segment planned after this. I have no other script, no other content. I have nothing planned after this. You can leave. Let me smack these bitch ass niggas now. Okay? So you can leave if you think they're distracting the show. The show is over. We just have people now that are just going to continue to listen until I hit the end button. There's no more content I have planned that is distracting me. So when people say don't pay attention to them, it's wrong. It's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm on brand right now. These men need to hear it. They need to hear a man tell them about they bitch ass. I need to tell these men about themselves. So stop saying they're distracting me and not paying attention to the haters. I want to. I'm in year 8. I want to pay attention to them now. This is part of the brand. It's Mitch Purge season. It's Mitch Slap season. We have supporters. If you want me to pay attention to you, support. Rational or rationality. Coach said the Barbarian was at the gate 5 years ago. I was already ahead, but I went hardcore. And he says right here, and now I'm doing better and taking advantage of the suck. I can't believe what you said there. We'll hit 1 million in assets during hard times to grinding and staying away from these chicken heads, as Ice Cube said on Friday. Okay. Shout out to our brother Soul Heaven says donation for the best gym teacher ever. We playing dodgeball out here. Dodgeball. Shout out to our brother JC, coach. The only receipts these ninjas have is that long ass receipt from CVS. Talking about I saved $2 with my reward points. They got no receipts. Cosmosis. Coach, thanks again for another amazing stream. Mitches are the weak men that created the current hard times. Free agents are the strong men that will be bringing the coming good times. We are not the same. Boss Up 2025. Let's go.
Hey, where?
And he said,
boss up, nigga.
That's a sponsorship. Cosmosis is the sponsor today.
DJ, you hit the nail on the head. Broke ninjas would rather talk bad to and about rich men instead of trying to learn from them. It is the weirdest, poorest, and most jealous behavior I've ever seen. Who's heard me say we have a male jealousy problem in this space? I've said this for years. I'm proving it now. It's enough to say I'm proving it, DJ. These men are jealous. They're weak. They're spineless. They're cowards. They're cockroaches. That's what they're doing. They don't want to learn from me. They don't want to be jealous. They don't want to win. Some men want to win. Shout out to the men. They want to win. But our space is just fucking full of jealous, weak-ass men. I've been saying it for years, bruh. I'm like, this space, the content creators, I'm like, these men, jealous, weak, pathetic, poor, weird. It is absolutely insane. And men, the content creators are afraid to confront these guys because they think they're going to lose their audience. No, you're not. No, you're not. They're either going to boss up or they're going to find something else to do. But if your content is strong, they'll never leave. If your content is strong, they'll never leave. Teron McAdams, he says, I'll cover the first digits for the Mitches. He says, how bad do you want it, man? He says, get a job or shut your bitch ass up. For real, bruh. For real.
Shut your bitch ass up.
You want to create strong men out here? That's a co-sponsorship. We got Teron McAdams with the co-sponsorship. We got Cosmosis with the sponsorship. How bad do y'all want it? Men don't want it, man. Men don't want to do anything. They want to wake up. They wanted this to be the Dominican Republic. Black men want this to be the Dominican Republic. That's what they want. They want society collapsing around them. As long as they can get sex, that's what they'll take that. As long as they get their nut. And as long as they get their nut for free. The men that exist today will turn this shit into the Dominican Republic right motherfucking now. Right now with their philosophy. They'll turn America into Dominican Republic for some free pussy. And then get mad when Americans want to trick and pay $85 for a Spanish strag. Like, think about it. Think about this. This is what American men want to do. They want to turn this into that. These just don't have they don't want to build shit. They just want to put their dick in wet coochie. And do nothing to accomplish it. And then when the baby come, they want to play the victim. Oh, the child support is against men. But nigga, you couldn't afford to have a baby. You should have been fucking nobody. Or you could go to the Dominican Republic. Because that's what they doing. You low standard ass ninjas. Like, it's a complete farce, man. These men are complete goofballs, goobers. Shout out to D Mac is in the building. Sheldon Phillips says, facts, your passion gift will work if you work. Men don't want to work. Sheldon Ross, preach coach, men need to hear this message. No government ain't BH. Chef CGA cooking ninja stew today. I want you guys to listen to this and be like, I hate this nigga. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you, the men that are against my message tonight, I want you to hate me tonight. Tonight, I want you to be triggered by my passion and my anger. Then I want you to do something about it, which I know you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing worth noting. You will not even be a footnote in history. Niggas won't remember you 10 minutes after you dead. See, that's how I gotta talk to them. Niggas won't remember you 10 minutes after you dead, nigga. They will bury your ass without no headstone ass niggas. That's how relevant you are to me, and that's how relevant you are to the world. You won't even get a goddamn carved headstone. No marble floors, no marble headstone or nothing. You goddamn pathetic excuse for a life. You were the winning sperm, but the losing human. And you got the nerve to talk to me? You got the nerve to think you could get some pussy when nobody will remember your life for 10 goddamn minutes after you expire? That's what you are. See, I can't talk about the women like this. You two wouldn't like that. I could talk about you men like this. I could talk about you men like this. Ask yourself, will people remember you for creating any goddamn thing after you die? But you want free punani? You think you deserve some free poom poom? Shout out to No Government. Oh, it's Rusted Junk. I was at a funeral yesterday, speaking of, and I was looking at a game hood Mitch hugged up on his girlfriend. I was laughing internally because the week before, I gave his boo an orgasm in a fist full of 20s. The Free Agent Lifestyle book is golden. Shout out to Rusted Junk, Money Mindset Gang in the building. Man, it's Boss Up 2025. I got to hit the showers because you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's the Every Woman's Fantasy time right here. Some of y'all would have been better off at the bottom of a sock or on a napkin or a toilet tissue paper or a newspaper. But here you are in front of me. Shout out to the Coach Gang. Shout out to the supporters. I love the Coach Gang. I love the Coach Gang. I love the Money Mindset Gang. I love the JUCO Gang on Locals. Locals Gang, stand up. Eternal love for my brothers. Everybody else, eat a dick up.
Better boss up, nigga.